Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm AYOTUNDE BALOGUN. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu unveils electricity policy, calls for PPP collaboration for inclusive development, commissions new classroom block and 182-bed dormitory in Igbokuta Model College, inspects Immortal Rice Mill, and an update on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway project. We kick off the program from the power sector. An electricity sustainability framework that will provide reliable power to residential and industrial areas in Lagos State has been unveiled by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Let's take a look.
Electricity in Nigeria is generated through thermal and hydropower sources. The main source of electricity generation comes from fossil fuels, especially gas, which accounts for 86% of the capacity in Nigeria. The country's electricity generation is still inadequate to meet the demands of households and businesses. But the commercial nerve center of the country is making efforts to change that narrative. And so the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has taken a bold step to unveil a new power policy that will help boost capacity in the off-grid generation and distribution network to meet the needs of the people. The State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources says the electricity policy will provide the establishment of an autonomous regulatory body and independent system operator.
We have looked at the energy supplies in Lagos. We have looked at the ability to generate energy in Lagos. We've looked at the demand for energy supply in Lagos, and we've come up with a policy that is going to define and describe the short-term, the mid-term, and the long-term requirements that will lead to universal energy supply in Lagos.
After that, a panel discussion prefers solutions on alternative power supply.
When you consider that Lagos is also like the industrial base of the nation, right? We need to see that replicated. We want to see more gas infrastructure that now goes to feed into residential estates, for instance, enabling the auto gas sector. And I think Lagos is already doing some work in this regard, but it's now a matter of scale, given the population dynamics and the move from mega city to smart city.
What we require as investors are as follows. One, we want to have a perfect understanding of what government policy means. We want to be part of that plan. We want to be able to sign performance agreement on those plans we've agreed and accepted, and we want to ensure that the risk matrix, in terms of the risk regarding each of the components required for people to have electricity, is situated and addressed properly. We want a situation where government of Lagos will back us up because we have something called energy theft. 40% of our electricity consumed by individuals within the state are stolen. Unfortunately, our value system is not strong enough to police and punish energy thieves. We want a strengthened relationship with Lagos State in that regard.
Let us have alternative sources of power, clean energy outside the grid. What we're preaching is solar panels. We're also advocating for cleaner and renewable energy.
Then Governor Sanwo-Olu responds to their comments.
We should hold ourselves accountable. Every year, we should all come and answer the question, how is the policy working? What are the bottlenecks that are? How is Chima saying that he doesn't want to do risk metrics? How is Andrea ensuring that our gas pipeline, she's ensuring? How will DOLAPO know that indeed there's air quality and she has a measure of measurements? You know, so it's only when we hold ourselves accountable and we make this thing not a 1 in 5 years thing, but so that we don't get the failure at the end of 5 years. Every 1 year, let everybody come and do their scorecard.
He also says that strong partnership with the private sector is the only way to improve electricity supply, and the state government is ready to take that step for residents.
You know, we've procured over 20,000 meters, and we're both developing power rangers that will go to those residents and be able to work with their own staff, right, and be able to have meters installed in in those residents. And over a longer period of time, we can recoup the cost of the meter. But what it does is that there'll be power in those places. And people have said to us, once they see power, they will pay. And once they have been properly metered, they know what their consumptions will be, and they will pay. So we're working with them, and we're ensuring that, indeed, we can go from one community to another community and begin to increase capacity and begin to see that growth will happen. For each and every one of us that are here this afternoon, if anything, let us be able to know that one person cannot do it all. We need each other's strengths, we need each other's idea, we need each other's knowledge to be able to form real partnership. And in forming those partnerships is to be able to coordinate those partnerships and be able to collaborate. You know, you can go first and where I'm coming right behind you. And if you need to switch roles, let's understand that we're all in the game together.
And then the electricity policy is unveiled. The electricity policy unveiled has the objective to build a local electricity market, create a viable subnational power system that would cater for the energy needs of residents of Lagos State and the nation.